Some guy in Michigan pulls a gun on me because I ain't got no luck. You think this can stop me? And I shoved the pump back into my car and I quickly set it to overdrive mode. It started to pump the frozen gas into my car like never before. The scraping sounds got louder and louder, but I was determined to show everyone in this freak show town who was the boss around here. Finally, I was done pumping the gas and I hopped back in my car. I began to start up the engine, but for some reason it didn't start. I tried it again, no luck. And then again, same thing. I looked around the desolate wasteland from the inside of my car to see if anybody was tampering with it, but there was nobody to be found. I stepped out to look at the gas pump again to make sure I did everything correctly. My jaw dropped to the floor when I read what type of gas I chose, diesel. I began to scream out into the void. I filled my car up with goddamn frozen diesel. I quickly dashed to the front of my car and I popped open the hood with such force that it smashes my windshield. I begin furiously ripping out components, trying my best to make it to the fuel tank. Eventually, I ripped open the front panel of the fuel tank, making it so the frozen diesel was exposed. I began to blowtorch it, converting it back into its liquid form. And then I used complicated scientific routines and procedures to convert the diesel into beautiful gasoline. Once I was finally finished, I looked down at the exposed fuel tank and I basked in the glory that was the awesome gasoline swirling around inside of it. I stood up and lit a cigar and cracked open a cold one above the fuel tank, and I took a nice long puff of my cigar and a swig of my beer. And I thought about how great I was, but then I accidentally spilled some Bud Light on my fingers, which then made me lose grip of my cigar, and then it fell into the gas tank. And then